older than dirt. And I want to thank Tia, Mike's or Brittany's maid of honor, for being her best friend. You know, best friends are so special in life, Tia. And
Right here, Uncle Ronnie.
I didn't see that. And my wish is that you and Brittany are best friends for life. Just, best friends are special in this world. You know, 48 years ago, I was in his dad's wedding party. And 38 years ago, his father asked me if I'd give him a ride to the hospital to pick up his newest son. It was a Christmas morning. And I told Michael on the way home, your father couldn't stop staring at you, and you couldn't wipe that grin off his face. He was so proud and so happy. Danny had the biggest heart in the world, and there's nothing he loved more than those 3 kids. And he's so proud of all 3 of them now because they're all so successful. You know, even though Michael has become a successful businessman, and he can be tough at times, he's good to everybody. He's kind, he's just, and anybody who gets to know him likes him. You know, the Carnegie Institute did a study, and it found that personality contributes more to the success of a business, even over superior intellect. It's Mike's personality that's driven his success. And also the fact that as a young boy, he was the most ambitious kid I've ever seen. All he wanted to do was work with people. He'd ask anybody if he can just work with you. Other kids wanted to go play ball or fish, or goof off. Mike was always, Uncle Ron, take me with you. I used to do spec houses back then. And his grandfather used to put in sewer lines, and the grandfather had a backhoe. And little 3-year-old Mike loved to ride that backhoe. And he would even plead if he had to. Pop, take me with you. Take me, Pop. Take me, Pop. And everybody remembers little blonde Michael with the Beatle haircut, riding in that backhoe with Grandpa with this big smile in his face. And when he was 12 years old, he was running that backhoe and doing digs. And the old man said to me, that kid, he says, I never met a man or a kid that just loved to work as much as that kid. One time I had Mike with me. I was building a house, and we had 4 piers in the ground. One of the piers had a rock in it. And I said, we're going to pour over it. And he was 8 years old. Little Mike says, let me try. So I thought it would be funny. So I give him a chisel, and I give him a digger, and I give him a hammer. And the holes were 14 inches wide, 52 inches deep. And I had little Mike down that hole. And I'm holding his little orange construction boots. And he's beating that rock, and he's beating that rock, and he's pulling it, and he's jerking, and he's kicking. And I'm laughing so hard, my side is hurting. But then after a while, my back starts hurting. And I said, Mike, I got to pull you out. And he said, and he's yelling, no, don't. And I held him longer, and I said, Mike, you're killing me. And he's digging harder, and he's banging that rock and banging down that hole. And anyway, the bugger got the rock. I could barely pull Mike and that rock out of that hole. But that's Mike. He never quits. Even to this day, he'll never quit until he gets that rock. That's his work ethic. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm thrilled that Mike finally got married. And Brittany is gorgeous. You know she's gorgeous anytime you see her, but she's just stunning today. And, you know, before Brittany, Mike was building a business the last day. But he was always looking for that elusive quality life partner. He was always looking to seal the deal. Mike is goal-oriented, so he wants to wrap that up to get on to the next thing, to wrap that, and it never came. He was always like, and twice it came close. You know, I remember the first girl was, he went out with her for 6 years, and Mike broke up with her, whatever. And it was 15 years ago, and Mike says to me, never in my life did I ever think I'd be starting all over again at 23 years old. So, then he had another one, and she came and gone. But you know what? You know, Mike was an altar boy for like 8 years. He put in like 8 years of good service with the Lord. So I figured he saved Brittany for Mike. Yeah. And anyway, one day he says to me, hey, come with me. Diana got a girlfriend I want you to meet. Or she wants me to meet them, excuse me. So I go with him to get him out of there in case this don't work out. Well, needless to say, I didn't have to get him out. And after he went with her for a while, you could tell she was the perfect balance for Mike. I mean, she was like,
There you go.
well, he was calmer, he was more relaxed, and just laid back after he was just with her. So not only is she stunning, she's funny, caring, intelligent, and just an awesome all-around woman. So, you know, I'm so old, I almost got dementia. What? You know, I should read my notes. Michael tells me, I want you to be my best man. He said, you don't have to say nothing. Diana's got it all under control. And then I go to the thing the other day and Diana isn't saying nothing. And it's a good thing 2 weeks ago I was scribbling things on paper to write down. But, well, where was I at? Well, anyway, listen. You could give her a coat, but not yet. You know, there's a saying that marriage isn't about finding somebody you can live with. It's about finding somebody you can't live without. And they just did. And Brittany. Well, matter of fact, when Mike first told me that he was going to marry you, I told him, well, Mike, I don't think you can go to China and find anybody as nice as Brittany. And Mike says, I know it. And then I says, and if you want to see what she's going to look like in 25 years, look at her mother. Got gotta be good genes there, Mike. So, Brittany, I know your children will be happy, talented, and loved. I know your marriage will be enduring, because I know one of Michael's predominant aspects of his character is loyalty. I know this. So let's make a toast. So to Michael and Brittany, I can speak for everyone in this room when I say we all wish you God's blessing and a lifetime of love and happiness you all deserve. And I love you both. You made it through.
Round of applause for Ronnie Turbovich. Coming up next.